David Wigan here for the 10-minute daily reality check, Saturday, July the 22nd. Let's talk about ethics today. I'm on a rampage this week. Man, I am on a fucking roll and I can feel it. I'm writing a new book. Actually, a couple of new books. I'm writing a tell-all book about the last 7 years of my life. Literally come from dating to divorce. It's a novel. It's going to be all about really what it's like. The truth behind what divorce is like. The truth behind co-parenting. The truth behind what it was like to realize that the marriage I was in was terrible and I needed to leave it and walk out. The truth behind the battles and what ensued and what it was like to step into parenthood and step into what it was like to be a father. And then the battles that continue to go on. I've been asked to write it because there's a lot of people out there that are dealing with unscrupulous, unethical exes. And I want to write this book because I don't want anybody to make the mistakes that I made. You see, if I can't learn from my mistakes and then pass it on to you and prevent you from repeating the same mistakes, then, well, I haven't done my job in life, because that's what I feel like my job is. I feel like my job is to fuck up, go through some shit, clear the shit out, and then talk about it nonstop. So then all of you who are listening, all of you then can do something different. I'm not going to talk about marriage today because I don't really feel like it. Though I did hear something really funny the other day. A friend of mine called me on the phone and said, I went to a party today. It was a marriage. Well, kind of a fake marriage party. I said, well, that sounds so fun, a fake marriage party. There seems to be a lot of fake marriages going on anyway. She told me, her friend who works with her said, this is not a marriage party. This is a pre-divorce party. And I started thinking to myself, holy shit, she might be onto something. All these marriages that we see in June, really most of them end up as divorce. 62% to be exact was the last statistic that I read online a couple of weeks ago. 62% of marriages are failures. But the question is, are they really a failure? Well, it depends how you look at it. You see, to me, if you get married and it doesn't work out, I don't really look at it as a failure. I look at it as lessons that were learned. The same friend I was talking to the other day, I'm talking to her again, and I said to her, all the times that you've been with people and you've loved them and experienced them, they all taught you something. You see, everybody teaches us something. You see, we go into these marriages and we go into this life thinking we have all the answers. We get married at a young age. We get married at an old age. We get married because we're impulsive. We get married because we're afraid of being alone. We get married because we don't want to be alone anymore and we hate dating, whatever it might be. And then the marriage doesn't work out and everybody starts saying to themselves, well, the marriage was a failure. I don't get it. I don't understand what I did wrong. Well, the question is, what you did wrong in the first place is you married the wrong person. That's okay. You married a complete bitch, or if you're a woman, you married a complete asshole. Then so be it. You fell for the asshole and you fell for the bitch, then deal with it. But look at the deeper reasons behind it. What lessons did the universe present to you? What lessons did you need to learn? What did you need to experience from this marriage? Think about that. What can you take away from it? Instead of blaming the person or just being bitter Betsy. God, I love the bitter Betsies. 5 years, 6 years, fucking not with somebody and they're still fucking digging away. Bitter Betsy, that's our new term. We got a new character. Hi, my name is Bitter Betsy. And I am going to try to fuck my ex-husband as much as I can. Non-stop. I'm going to take his money. I'm going to take his stuff. I'm going to ruin his business. Bitter Betsy. Bitter Billy is another one. Bitter Billy will be angry at his ex-wife all the time. Oh, that fucking bitch. I can't believe it. Bitter Billy and Bitter Betsy will start using the kids as pawns and starting to manipulate them. and playing games with them because they get off. You see, Bitter Betsy masturbates nonstop thinking about how much her son and daughter love her more than Bitter Billy, her ex-husband. Probably sits there with her fucking vibrator, using it nonstop, going, I feel so good right now. Little Johnny, I've manipulated a 6-year-old. I've manipulated a 9-year-old to loving me more than Bitter Billy, my ex-husband. And Bitter Billy is forced into the role of Disneyland dad, so he basically fucking buys the kids everything. Daddy bought me this. And then mommy will find a way to undermine. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to undermine him, and I'm going to find a way to take back control of the kids. Wow. What gave us the fucking right to do that? What gives us the right to control our children? What gives us the right to do that? Nothing. Just because you got divorced and your white picket fence doesn't work anymore. You see, most marriages don't work out because we go into it and not really know what the fuck we're doing. You see, the love drug wears off. We're too young. We're too stupid. We're too whatever. But my motto is let the person go. Let them go. Let them go. Let them have their own life. Lose the Bitter Billy and the Bitter Betsy. Where's our ethics nowadays? Why are people constantly battling and battling and battling over kids and money and possessions? I don't get it. Life is a gift and life is so short. Life is precious. The more stress we create, the more drama we create, the more Bitter Billies and Bitter Betsies continue to perpetuate in our society. The more you fuck with somebody you used to be with, the less trusting they're going to be down the road. And if they're not trusting down the road, you're not going to find love. They're not going to find love. You're just going to go into some relationship based on convenience because you're pissed off. They're going to find a relationship based on convenience to get back at you. And neither one of you are going to be happy. We need to let things go, folks. We only live once. We have one life. That's all we have is one life. That's it. We need to live that life. We need to experience that life, and we need to lose bitterness. So what if it did not work out? So what if it did not work out between you and an ex? So what if you now need to share beautiful children? The more bitter you are and the more fucked up you are and the more games you play with your kids, the more fucked up your kids are going to get. Bravo for not being adult. Bravo for not putting the kids first. Bravo for not supporting relationships with each other so the kids have healthy relationships. Bravo for all you Bitter Billies and Bitter Betsies. Because now you're just going to have angry Tommy, conflicted Sarah, and depressed John. Those are your kids. Conflicted Sarah won't know who to choose because she feels the most because she's got female energy and she feels the tension between the parents. Conflicted John is a mess. Angry John, conflicted Sarah. It's sad. And I see this all the time. I see the battles people have over their kids, and I see the courtrooms that are full of it, and I see the money that are going to lawyers, and the lawyers think it's fun. Are you kidding me? Go get divorced and see what it cost you. It's almost like a Band-Aid you want to rip off. It's like a scar. Mine was $50,000. Mine was $125,000. Mine was $1 million. People sit there and talk, and all that money just goes to a lawyer as they bill by the hour. And divorce attorneys, well, they fucking suck. They love to push the emotional buttons down. They rile you up. They're salesmen. Yeah. Let's put the hot points. Let's get them. Yeah, come on. Let's rile the person up. Oh, this is all in my book. Every bit of it. Let's rile them up and rile them up and rile them up. And let's punch them. Let's rile them up. Let's get them going. Come on, let's get them on the hook. What do they got in their savings account? They got $75,000. It's all mine. I need a new pool. I need a new Mercedes, I need a new car, I need a new addition, and I need to get to fucking Hawaii. So how much does this person have, and how am I going to get this bank account to move to my bank account? Well, that's what a divorce attorney does. They push the emotions down, they push the buttons down, and they know they're going to rile you up because you're fucking bitter Billy, and you're bitter Betsy, and you're angry. And you want to get the bitch. I want to get the bitch, I want to fucking hang her. And you want to get the guy. Oh, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. I'm bitter Betsy. I'm going to nail him. I'm going to get him. I'm going to ruin him. I'm going to take everything because it's mine, mine, mine. Holy shit. It's unbelievable out there. And we need to start growing up, folks. When you didn't have kids and it didn't work out, you just kind of went your own way. You got sad, you talked about each other, and eventually you went back in the dating pool. You had some battle wounds and battle scars, but it was okay. But the minute you have kids, all of a sudden the kids become mine, mine, they're mine, they're mine. Oh my God. How many fucking women have I read things from? I carried that child. Yeah, and because the sperm that the man gave you allowed you to carry the child, that doesn't matter. I raised that girl or boy. I breastfed them. I took care of them. When they had colic and when they had this and when they had that, I took care of him. He was awful. Yeah, and he went to work every single day and fucking slaved and brought home the money and paid the bills and gave you the opportunity to sit around and do that. But no, bitter Betsy is fucking pissed off at bitter Billy. Fuck him. He didn't want them. Fuck him. Wow. Grow the fuck up, all you bitter Billies and bitter Betsies. And for those of you who are not a bitter Billy and bitter Betsy, then by all means listen to this podcast like you just did and enjoy it and pass it on. Because all of you know somebody who's a bitter Billy and a bitter Betsy. So I want you to pass it on. I want you to shove it up bitter Betsy's fucking ass, and I want you to take bitter Billy by the balls, and I want you to make him listen to this. Because we got a lot of people that are wounding and hurting each other out there every single day in divorce court, and all we have is the lawyers laughing their way to fucking happy hour every Friday. Oh man, I got 3 bitter Billies today and 3 bitter Betsies. Oh fuck man, this is going to be a big month. 40 grand, 50 grand, 100 grand month. Yeah, that's right. Give it to the attorneys. Make your life harder. Make you even more bitter. Anyway, there's that rant. Pass this on. I love all of you for listening. And this is the 10-minute daily reality check on Bitter Betsy and Bitter Billy.